What's up, everybody? Um, just getting ready to start the video. I haven't done this in a while. I've been working on my computer, and I just noticed that all the songs that I had ready to go in the background I have moved, and so now it's not finding them all. So, the only one I haven't moved was the intro. So we'll not have any music in the background. Way to go! Alright, so I'm back on EQ2. I had no idea what I'm going to play as yet. I haven't streamed in a long time, and since March, my streams have been sporadic, really bad, so I need to get back into some kind of setup. So I've been playing a lot of Portal Knights with Dawes. So if you haven't subscribed to Dawsrith, then make sure you go subscribe to Dawsrith. Let's get over here. Oops. There we go. There's Glassy. Let me put this down here. Make sure you subscribe to Dawes, or not subscribe, but follow. There he is. He's at work right now. I think he's got another hour to go before he gets off today. So I just paid some hospital bills, got on here, ready to play. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm going to play as. I got on earlier while I was watching the Rays game from yesterday, and I went through everybody and checked their sales, except for the people on Caladim. I didn't check theirs. So now I'm just figuring out who I want to play as right now. I was on Balsagoth the last time, who was my level 42 Warlock, who then completed one collections quest, and it dinged him from level 42 to level 80, and it took him from, I think, 140 something AAs to 200 and no, from 40 something AAs to 281 AAs in one collections quest, which I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. I'd rather earn the level than cheat like that. To me, that's cheating. Because Glassy here is level 120. Ganu's level 120. They still haven't fixed the bug. His stuff still drops to the floor. Cold was power leveled to level 95 to be in a raiding guild with my nephew on another server. So I already had an enchanter. I think I erased him. I had an enchanter already who was level 50 something. So we power leveled this guy to 95 because they needed an enchanter as soon as possible. And so I did it. Working Inga is only level 29. Cold is level 110. Atrium Psychosis is 48. Exo's 48. Oh, wow. I didn't realize those two were the same level. Got a Demerung is 95. Galskog is way down there at 35. Last Shark is up to 32. Wow, his alchemy is almost as high as his level. Skull of Thorson is 35. Shuka's 46. Vitus is 100. And with my two accounts, I would always two box on the same computer. I always had Vitus was grouped with my Warden. I'm a Mutam Cag on my other account, but in I think level 77. I think I'm a Mutam Cag is still level 77. I stopped using him because I got a healing merc that made it a lot easier. I didn't have to auto follow and get stuck on trees and fall off cliffs and whatnot. Aquamanthorn has been level 44 for I think like 10 years. And then I erased my other enchanter who was on this account to make Tomega. Tomega I used a 100 pot on. Because I had the Warden to level 77 on the other server, and I would use him when I was two boxing, so I made a healer on this account to use for the fighters on the other one, like Massive, who's now 120 and whatnot. And then that's Glassy on the Caladim server. That's Glassy on the Antonio Bale server. Antonia. So, and then on the other account, my secondary account, I have a level 100 conjurer named Cacodemius, who I used a potion on to get him to level 100 because I would group people from the secondary account with Glassy here, and it was so easy to level them, just have them running along with me while I'm killing stuff, that I made one on the other account. So these guys, like Egtho, who's down in he's 48 now, but like Galskog, who's in the 30s and whatnot, could could follow along and get experience, and I could get them up while I was playing them. And the way I would do it is I would, like when I had Massive running around with Glassy. Glassy had his AAs set up where he had the Hydromancer, which is a healer, and so he would run around on the secondary screen, and I would put Massive on the main screen, and I would just have his pet watching Massive and healing him, and then I would switch over real quick and nuke things once or twice, and then go back to Massive. So I wasn't just running around with this guy and letting Massive soak up the experience. I was making Massive do the work because I didn't want him to. You have to gain your skills as you're leveling up, otherwise you get up to a massive level and then everything you do misses because you don't have any skill in it. So I didn't like that. I would make Massive do the work, everybody else follow along. So I don't want to play Goddamn wrong. I played Exo last time. Every time I get on Atrium Psychosis, who's my Fury, I get on him and then I end up just looking at his spells and then not playing him. Who was I looking at earlier that I thought had a cool pet and I wanted to play that character? Wasn't Exo, was it? Oh, so if you can't see, if you're watching on a phone or something, Glassy is a level 120 Conjurer. Excuse me. He's a level 120 Conjurer, level 120 Jeweler. Balsagoth is now a level 81 Warlock. Still pisses me off. Kinu here is a level 120 Swashbuckler, level 50 Provisioner, which is he makes food. Cold is a 95 Illusionist, that's raid gear from when the level cap was 95, so he's in raid gear. Orkney Inga is a level 29 Beast Lord. Cold is a level 110 Troubadour and a level 36 Armor. Atrium Psychosis is a 48 Froglock Fury and a 28 Tailor. Exo is a Ranger, 48 Ranger. Gato Damarung is a 95 Mystic. Galskog is a 35 Monk, 18 Outfitter. What was I going to make him? Blashirk is a 32 Assassin, 20 Alchemist. I wanted to make him an Alchemist so he can make his own poison, being an assassin. Thorsten is a Channeler. Suga is a 46 Wizard and 7 Artesian. Vitus is 100 Shadow Knight, 20 Weaponsmith. Echo Manthorn is a 44 Necromancer who's been level 44 for like 10 years, I think. Tomega is a new character. He's a level 100 Warden, who I used a potion on to make him level 100. And then this Glacial Bolus is the Glacier I started streaming on last November, October, on the Caladim server. He's a 57 Conjurer. And then this Glassy was one I did before that. I just put on a server that I had never played on before because I wanted to feel what it was like to start all over again and not have a guild behind me and all this plats in the guild hall and whatnot. But I played. Where'd he go? Scala Thorson. I played Scala Thorson when Channelers came out, and I got him to level 35. I thought I had done a bunch of collections quests that leveled him, but he hasn't done very many collections quests, so I played him a bit, got him to level 35, but then since I just never, don't remember how to play a channeler. I haven't. And then with Orkninga, I think his last name is Icelandiasagor. So his name is Orkninga Icelandic Saga. And he's a beast lord. And the thing I don't like about beast lords is to me, they seem like they couldn't come up with a good idea because he has monk um, fighting skills, he has rogue fighting skills, he has a warden. I was gonna say he was standing behind him, but that's just his cloak. That's the guild cloak, by the way. He has a pet, a warden. It's like they took a bunch of stuff from different classes and we're like, well, we had a beast lord in EQ1. I never played one, so I don't know what it was like. And they were like, we need to put a beast lord in here. We'll we're not going to make new things up for this guy. We're just going to pull all this other stuff from other characters and just give him a pet. We'll make him a tanking channeler, or a conjurer, not a finger wiggling conjurer. But then you got channelers who are like tanking conjurers too because they have pets. Let's log on him and take a look at him for a minute. Like I said, I haven't played this guy forever, so this is probably going to be a very boring stream. And if the stream just automatically ends with me not saying anything, then it's because the computer crashed. So, been working on it. I moved a lot of stuff around. I bought an 8 terabyte external hard drive and moved a lot of stuff to the hard drive so I could work on my Windows setup. But okay, I don't think I had anything for sale, did I? One item. Okay. So, we're in the middle of. This isn't Hull. This is Frostbane. So there's Skalathorson Godai, friend of Herga. Why did all of a sudden there become a giant shade right there? Back in the sun. It's weird. So as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of hot bars. So he has spells. Did that sort? Oh, that's in quotes. Okay. He's only level 35, so he doesn't have a whole lot yet. Will absorb all damage when the amount is greater than 30% of the target's maximum health. So what you get here with the Beast Lord, I'll show you the Beast Lord in a second. With these guys, you can see combat arts. So that's an AoE in for the front. 20 meters in front. Applies Construct Sacrifice after 20 seconds. On any combat or spell hit, this spell will cast Construct Sacrifice on target of attack. Inflicts up to 368 poison damage on the target. Grants a total of 5 triggers. Requires and consumes 25 of Construct's maximum health. This spell will fail as Construct's health is too low. Oh. So you damage your pet to do damage to the mob. To dot the mob. Decreases dissonance. Yeah, so this character, I made it when this class came out. And then never really played it after that. Inflicts high poison damage to targets near the channeler. This conduit can be equipped in slots 4 through 8 on the conduit bar. So there is a conduit bar. So I don't have it up. I think this dissonance bar, when you're fighting, this fills up, and then you can do things you have on that bar. What level am I? 35? Yeah, I don't want to go figure this all out again. Yeah, so I haven't played this guy in forever. I think what he's wearing too is all appearance. Yeah, it's all appearance. It's Rokulik. It's the Rokulik armor. Rokuliks are the little tiny rat-looking dudes. I have a dirge who's a Rokulik. So that's their heritage armor, I think. On a human? Am I a human? Doesn't say. Well, we'll find out in a second. I'm going to camp him. Oops. I don't want to camp that way because I'm not sure if that'll take me all the way out or just take me back to character select. So let's go to character select. And then I'll show you my little beast lord. I don't know if I've ever got Skalathorson to the guild hall now I think about it. But the channeler, the pet that he's got, you have to like absorb essences of other things to get like different things for your pet. It's a cool little setup. It's like a totally different game. It's like playing a totally different game because you have a whole different mechanic you have to pay attention to. It's like how bards were in EQ1, where you could keep 6 songs going if you followed the text properly. There's my warder's bigger than my character. Where is he? There he is. So he's wearing paper mache armor. I only found this once, and I got him the full bright orange set. And then, if you would get a no-namer pet or merc, then you could equip them with armor. This was back in the day. And so you can't now because now they have to do the training stuff. And they can only wear mercenary only armor. But if you would get the lower level pets, you could put armor on them. And so I bought a full green set for her, and then I just switched the breastplates on us. So she's in full green with the orange, and I'm in full orange with the green. And then I think you could be able to give them weapons that would make it would just be appearances items. It wouldn't actually help anything. But there's the warder, and see this bar here? That's the savagery, and then this is what you could do when that fills up. So it's a hot bar just for the warder, and you can have different warders. If you look, there's the war board. This one here. This was a claim item I got for playing for as long as I had. There aren't any new ones, are there? You won't see it on this guy because I picked it up, but I think they stopped doing claims after year 14 or something. I don't see a new. I don't see a new one. Okay, so this board, the war board, came as a claim item. I think it was actually not a claim item. I think it was a claim from buying an expansion. Or I can do a canine. I can do a flying, an avian. I can do a bovid, which is like uh, camels and whatnot. I can do an amphibious, and I can do a reptilian. Yep. And so I kept the warboard because the warboard was the claim one, so I figured it'd be better, and it's freaking huge. Oh, I just made his name Saga. I didn't make an Icelandic Saga. It's just Saga. Or Nainga Saga, one of my favorite sagas from the Icelandic sagas. And then Gnungagap's daughter. She is a warden, I believe. Yeah, she's a warden. But she's one of the beginner wardens, so she's a very easy, she's not going to be as good as the rarer ones that you get from claims. But like I said, you can dress them up, or used to be able to dress them up. And so hopefully she stays looking like that from now on. And then if I ever play this character again, we'll run around looking like this. Does he have mounts? He does, and he's using the Highland Stalker. That one. So he looks like that when he's to other people. I have mounts turned off, so you won't see him on one. Oh, and he's got tracking too. See, but this is what I meant. This is just a mishmash of a whole bunch of other characters. So you look at the combat arts. Cheap shot, evade, those are all rogue. That says the scout, but Gnu has those. And then you get like these here, which are monk attacks. And you get hide. What the heck is that? Shiverback epidemic. Cold dot. And you have to cast weakness to make it work. I don't see a weakness. So I wonder if weakness is over here. Yeah, so there's rogue stuff, there's monk stuff. You have a pet. Inflicts a small amount of cold damage that reduces the chance a target attacks multiple times. Evasive maneuvers, that's... Does he have AAs? He's got 2 available. Oh, when I was putting him in, he's not on a preset. And has got none. Warder specialization. Didn't know there was such a thing. Huh. That's on Reptilian, and I'm using a Warboard. You see his name. His name is Njal. Improves the heal amount. Improves the damage of decimation. Improves the damage of unbridled rage. Improves the damage and heal amount of vicious festering. Huh. Interesting. But like I said, that one to me, it seems like it's just a big old mishmash. And last time I played him, I went into glassy mode and I would like stand back here, send the pet, and then I was getting ready to start nuking, and I was like, oh wait, I have to be up close. And some of these require me to be hidden. And then I have tracking like rogues have, so it's interesting. Not one I feel like ever playing anymore. I haven't played him in a while. What's his playtime? 22 hours. He was made Friday, February 10th, 2012. And I played him for 22 hours since 2012. So I always loved playing my warlock, but the fact that I doubled my levels in one turn in really makes me unhappy. Because I prefer playing the game. There's so much game in this game to play. I mean, it's just freaking nuts. But nowadays, everybody wants to rush to the end game. So Balsagoth, I love playing a warlock because it's the damage over multiple, lower damage over multiple targets instead of massive damage on one target like a wizard is. But the fact I went from level 42 to level 80 in one turn. And if you don't believe me, you can see here. I think it was this right here. I turned in the one that gives you the ancient talisman. Level 115. Usually a level 120 spell collection quest you can't turn in until you're level 120. But for some reason, um, this one didn't require it. And when I did it, you can see it dinged me from level 42, because there it is, level 42 or level 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, blah, 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 all the way up to level 80. And it shot my AA points from 148. Well, here it shows 181, but then up here it shows you it stopped at 281. So, and I had it set up, I think, for soloing. Yeah, so it spent them all already. It's got them all laid out in a pattern, basic leveling profile for playing solo. Hasn't put any in here yet. But, and this is something that I do like, is that you can go in here and you can switch out your setup. You can use these unused slots or whatever you want to create. You put it on there. I will go to 281 AA points available and everything not on there. These are set up for basic profile for what's best for your character to play solo, play in group, or play PvP. And you can switch these over at any time. You can't switch them in the middle of a fight, but you can switch them over at any time. And I think there's an amount you can't. It's got like a you can't do it and then reset it again real quick. I think there's a recast time. Oh, I got Kenny. I forgot I got Kenny. One of the named Mertz. Kenny the Voodoo Doll. Level 81 Mystic. So I think when I was playing, I was the last stream I was playing as this guy. I was doing quests over. Yeah. But I already sorted through all this. I went through all these already. Actually, I had to kick up more hotkeys or hot bars like usual. How many hit points do I have? 22,000, and that wards me for 2,400, so a little over 10%. So the way I've always figured it is that you have wizards who do single target high damage. You have warlocks who do multiple target medium damage, so it kind of weighs them out. And then you have for the finger wigglers, that is, and then you have channelers that have or conjurers that have pets, and necromancers, which are the evil version of conjurers that have pets. And then you have enchanters that are crowd control and don't do a whole lot of damage. Although time warp is a good thing to have as an enchanter. Oh, he's selling stuff. Cool. Not selling a whole lot, but he's selling stuff. So as you see, all these things with the green backgrounds, these are group wide. So the main spells you have when you're doing damage. Let me get this out of the way. So let's say these three here are mobs I'm attacking. Shiny, truckloads of butt cheeks, and quarter inch of water. So these three are mobs that I'm fighting. If I go out and I cast a spell that looks like this with the red behind it, and I tack it on shiny, and these guys aren't in a group, and they're not social, then it'll hit shiny, and shiny will come get me. These guys won't go anywhere. If they're in a group and I attack shiny, all three of them will come and attack me. But the red spell will only attack one target at a time. Now, if these guys are not grouped together and this shiny here is the only one I'm attacking, and I cast a green spell, it's only going to hit shiny. Because he's not in a group. If shiny was in a group with these three all together, then when I cast this green one, it will land on all three of them. It's not a guaranteed land. They could still resist it. I could still not be a high enough level they could resist it, or their resistances could be high enough that they resist it. If you hit a blue one, and I'm standing like right here, and Shiny's by himself, and these two are not part of Shiny's group at all, and I cast the blue one, it'll hit everybody around me, no matter what. Even if there's a good guard sitting over here, and I cast an AoE here, I will pull the good guard who would normally not attack me, because AoEs just irradiate out from you and hit everything around you. So the thing I like about Warlocks is we have a lot of group spells, so I could stand way over here and I could cast one of these green spells on Shiny, and it would hit all three of them because they're grouped together. So that's where the warlock strength is. You see all these green backed ones are all group attacks, group attack, group attack, group attack, group attack. There's a group snare. Um, so that comes in super handy when you're dealing with groups. But when I was playing the last time, since I was just me and Kenny here, because my familiar there doesn't do anything. Lana Rob? So, I didn't name that guy. You have a cooler name than that. So, when I was playing last time, since it was just me and Kenny, as soon as I attacked something, everything I was attacking was single target. So I was just using my single target and my single target, and then any single targets down here. I wasn't able to use all the cool ones because the issue with using the cool ones here is that they take longer to cast. So you see your single target here. That's dissolve 9. I'm level 81 now. Jesus. It inflicts upwards of 8,600 poison damage. It takes 1.47 seconds to cast. Dark Nebula deals instant poison damage to target enemy and surrounding encounter members, i.e., grouped members, and leaving them stunned for a short duration. That's cool. It stuns them too. I didn't even realize that. Casting takes 2.2 seconds. It doesn't sound like much difference from 1.4, but if you see the difference in how long that actually takes when you're getting hit, that's a big difference. Recast is 7 seconds compared to 3 seconds for dissolve. It takes 244 power compared to 130 power. So yeah, these take longer to cast. How long does this one take to cast? Almost 3 seconds to cast Apocalypse. 2.5 seconds to cast Absolution. There's a quick one, Concussive. That's an interrupt. That will, if you're fighting something that casts spells, or something in the group is like a healer and is casting spells, you want to keep an eye on the healer, and every time he starts to cast, if this is up, Jesus, the recast is 23 seconds. So you want to be careful when you cast this because the fight might be over before you can cast it again. But if it's starting to cast something that's like a high damage spell or a large heal that the mobs are going to do, then as soon as you start seeing that, you want to cast this. It'll interrupt their spell and cause them to not be able to cast it. But it's also good that it decreases you in threat by 24,000, moving you down the aggro list. This one takes 2.5 seconds, 2.2 seconds. Decreases power, and then it takes almost 50 seconds to recast. Increases power target encounter, inflicts poison damage, and inflicts poison damage every 1.8 seconds. Heals the group every second. And increases the power every second. So that's a hot heal over time. It heals the group instantly for 534 to 765 health, and then heals them for upwards of 502 health every 1.8 seconds for 21 seconds. So that's considered a heal over time. This one is, wow, 0.73 seconds. Oh, it just decreases mitigation. Okay, so it damages their armor. And then this one. This is, geez, 0.37 seconds. So there's another interrupt, but that one takes, so you need to bounce that one and the other interrupt together. Cast one and then cast the other the next time they want to, because they're, although this one you can cast, if you cast them together, you could cast this one, cast the other one, cast this one again, and then when this one's ready to go again, then cast it with the other one again. But you would never need to cast them back to back like that. You would cast one, and then a few seconds later, maybe have to cast the other one. See, the recast time on this is only 3 seconds. This is your main little nuke. Recast on this is 7. How long does a snare take? 15 seconds. 1 second to cast, 15 seconds. So, like with Glaciolabolus casting his pet spell to resummon his pet. Let's go look at Glacial. Actually, I can do this. Camp Glaciolabolus. I spelled it right. Glaciolabolus. If you type /camp space and then the character's name that's on this account that you want to camp to, it'll directly camp to that character. This guy will go away and then you'll pop in on Glassy. If you spell the name wrong, or for some reason the zone is down that the character's in, then it'll just take you to the character select screen. It'll default to character select. But I've typed Glaciolabolus so much that he better, yeah, there we go. So I better have spelled it right. That'd be sad if I couldn't even type the own name right. But I say I have 95 days played as Glassy. Whoops. Speaking of not being able to spell, 107 days played. 107 days, 14 hours, 52 minutes. So what's 107 times 24? That's how many hours plus the 14 hours I played. So when you look at Glassy's spells, look at his, like here's one. Just why don't we do that? Kick. So here's Airy Hunter. This is his. Takes 5 seconds to cast to get his pet back up if he dies. But Earthen Avatar is the one I use because that's the tank pet. I have 11. Yeah, 5 seconds. So it may not sound like much, but if you're in the middle of a fight and your pet is gone, which means you're probably getting the crap kicked out of you now, you're going to be getting hit and over and over and over again. And if 5.5 seconds almost, you would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cast. And when you're getting hit, you could be interrupted very badly. Where's my skills? My defense is at 3,743 out of 3,743. That's crazy. Why is my health at 390 million? It was 377 million last time I looked. So, but as you can see, a lot of the stuff that I do, I can do some, good damage spells. I'm level 120, so this isn't really, you can't really compare this guy to a Warlock, because a Warlock's only level 80. But I don't have anywhere near as many group attacks. I have 3. I don't have as many AoEs. I have 3. Mine are all single targets and not as powerful as a wizard's, and everything else is based around my pets. I have some pretty good buffs. I have good pet buffs. Back when the game was younger, back in the day, this little item here, Shard of Essence, was a big deal. It would pop it into everybody's pocket in the raid, I think it was. Was it raid wide, or did I have to target everybody? Summons an essence. Yeah, it was single target. So the Nagina one here, this one was raid wide. Summons an essence item to an ally that converts health into power. Upgrade this spell to increase the effectiveness and summoned item. So this was good in long fights and raids and whatnot, because you could then you would pop up one of these shards of essence, and everybody would get it if you cast it. Single target, you have to target everybody. This one on the Genas, it would target the entire raid. Target raid. and everybody would get one of these. There were no rents, so as soon as you logged, they were gone. But you would get one, and if you used it, it would do damage to you, but then give you, it would refill your mana bar. So as you can see, my health here would drop, and then my mana bar would go up. If you're full mana, you don't need it. But if you're fighting a long fight and you run out of mana, it's kind of a, oh man, the recast is 5 minutes. Well, it's not so much in a raid. You're not fighting non-stop most of the time. A lot of times you're sitting and waiting. So, how much do I have left? 29 million. 15 days. Let's pay some upkeep. 224. It went up by 2,000. Okay, so there's a month. Month worth to pay for the guild hall. So you can see that's a macro. So you can see I cast Blazing Avatar, which is a uh, thorn shield for my pet. But then it also sends my pet to attack whatever I'm targeting. It's a macro I made. So you would see, like, if for some reason I wanted to attack Shiny, I'm targeting Shiny. If I hit one, it's going to cast the buff on my pet, and then you're going to see my pet say something like, "That's not a legal target, sir," or something like that. Yeah, you may not order your pet to attack the selected or implied target because Shiny is just an NPC, it's not a mob. And then if you look at a wizard, so let's go look at Sugar, and there's no way I'm typing that name out. It's named after the band. I had their Hosanna Bazaar CD years ago. Apparently, they just put another album out here not too long ago. Gore Lord pointed out to me. I have another wizard on the other account who was power leveled for the guild that my enchanter was in. Where's the sugar? So he's level 95, and he's in not great raid gear because I didn't use him a whole lot, but he was power level 2, level 95 because that was the max at the time to be in the guild. So when they didn't need Cold, my enchanter, illusionist, then they would have me bring in Glassy, who was the wizard, and his name is Glassy.
The Far Seas Trading Company? Insects of industry, my friend, waiting to be crushed beneath my boot heels.
Okay, so wizards here. This guy is only level. Why am I on that? 46. And he's not any kind of specialization. Alright, so he's level 46, and as you can see, he's got some AoEs, but they're less in power than the Warlock, and he's got a lot more direct damage targets. So let's look at K. Spells. Spells. Haven't played this guy in a while. Maybe I'll play this guy today. Alright. So you can see a lot of single target, single target. Absorb Magic is a way that I would usually pull with Glassy. I would cast Absorb Magic because it didn't do damage, so it would put me on the aggro list because I had done something to the target. But as soon as my pet or my mercenary would hit, then I was down the bottom of the aggro list. If I would attack with a damaging spell, I would still be up near the top of the aggro list. So you can see these are all single target, single target, single target. There's that's a group target, single target. Why is it? What is that? Deals instant cold and heat damage and greatly slows movement speed. Inflicts 997 heat damage, 879 cold damage. Slows target by 57% for up to 4 seconds. Frigid Gift, that is a group AoE, or a group buff, I thought. What is that? Why don't I have it down there? Over there. What? Oh, it's a group. What? It's a group a group augmentation that grants the wizard's group a chance of dealing additional cold damage for every non-heat, non-physical hostile spell they cast for a short duration. Oh, okay, I see. So what that does is while we're fighting, if whoever I'm fighting with attacks for a non-heat or non-physical spell, it will also cast additional cold damage. Oh, okay. And it's got a short duration. 24 seconds. Okay, what's the recast? 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. Sucks. There's a group. There's single target again. Single target, single target. Magma chamber. Stuns the wizard's target briefly and deals instant heat damage. Nice. I think a lot of his stuff is apprentice now that I look at it. Mana burn, that's the big one. So this is your power. Used to be called mana. I don't know why they changed it to power. 3,836. So if I cast mana burn right now, I would do 2,417 damage. Plus, how much does that take? It doesn't say how much mana it takes to cast. It's a 6-second cast, so it takes forever. You can't cast it again for almost 5 minutes, pretty much. Inflicts 2,417 heat damage on the target, and an additional 4 points of magic damage for each power point consumed. So if I cast it now, and I had all this power, 3,836, multiply that times 4, and then add it on top of the 2,204 to 2,417 damage. That's the big one. But if it takes all that mana, as soon as it's cast, you have no mana. You're out of mana. So that's a big one in a raid to have if you've got KEI going or something. I forgot about that one. Where did I even put mana burn? Why is it over here? It should be over here. And then when you see the orange like this, I guess that's orange. Brownish orange, that's brown, isn't it? Brownish orange. You see the brownish orange back, that is a buff for somebody. They don't usually have to be in your group. Well, that says group friend. But there's some like Spirit of the Wolf you can cast on people outside of your group. But it's a single target buff to somebody else. And if you look up here, see these little concentrations or what these are called? Tyrant's Pack 2. Which one is that? That one there. That's a group buff. So it's purple in the background. See, that's purple in the background. Anybody who's grouped with me will automatically get this buff. Increases strength and intelligence by 47. But you'll see concentration 1. You have 5 concentration points. So that spell is taking one of my concentration points. What's taking the other one? Fortify Elements, which is probably this one. Yep, so Fortify Elements takes concentration points too. Does this one? Rose Blade. Yep, Rose Blade takes the concentration. What is that? That just gives power, so that doesn't count. And then this is Convergence. Duration until cancel. Cool. So I can cast this Rose Blade on people in my group, single target, but it'll take concentration. So I can only cast it on 3 people right now, and then I'm out of concentrations. And then yellow is just yourself. So the way I always lay out my buffs, I always put them on this hot bar over here, and I put down all the self-targeting buffs first that just go to me, and then I do the group buffs that are until canceled. These are all until canceled. Then the group buffs that are until canceled, and then I usually try to put in the single target person until canceled, and then I'll start putting in all the rest of the ones that only last for a short time. They're not until canceled. Until canceled or until the single targets will be if I cast it on somebody and they leave the group. I think they keep that buff until I log or they log. I'm not sure. But these other ones over here, the purple ones, as soon as they leave my group, they lose them because this is just for anybody who's in my group. Single targets. Then you see the ones with the different looking backgrounds. That's an AA. I have A's though. See, that's an AA. Static discharge. That's a group. That's a single target. Vital transfer. That's the like the wizard's lich takes your health and puts it into mana. So you take damage and fill back up your mana. Does that say mana or does that say power? Power. So used to calling it mana. So he doesn't have a really cool mercenary. He's just got the Lady LaCroix, who's fabled. As you can see, he hasn't had him very much because she's still rank 1. What's up, lady? She is a paladin, I believe. Yeah. So the way I've always done it, I don't see where caster mercenaries come into play. Unless I'm two boxing. If I'm two boxing and I have a tank class and a healer class or anything else that has like a healer mercenary and some kind of tank or a tank mercenary, then I could understand bringing maybe a caster mercenary in. But for just playing the game with me and a mercenary, I don't see anywhere where a caster would come in because if I'm playing as a paladin who is a tank that can heal a little, I would still want a healer. If I'm playing any kind of character that is a tanking class or a scout or a ranger or whatever, I always want a healer. If I'm playing a healer class, I always want a tank. So I don't see where a caster pet would come in handy, but that's just me. I'm not the smartest guy in this game, as anyone will tell you. Oh, I didn't ever notice the dragons on her shoulders before. That's cool. See, but she's a named merc, so you cannot change her outfit. You cannot change her name. I can't even change that sword. The one like Orkninga had that I showed you earlier, you can change her name. That's how she became Gunungagap's daughter. You can change her outfit. You used to be able to change her outfit. I don't think you can do that anymore. But those are the starter ones like you would find over here. Like this one here, Genis Proudhilt. He is some kind of fighter. On a first person, we're inside. Adorn Alehammer, he is a healer. Dark Cloud here, he is probably a rogue or a ranger. There's a bard. Bildy Pieflinger. Pieflinger. That's not stereotypical. Uh, that means that's a caster. Arcanist mercenary. Furious Scorn Touch. He's probably a wizard. But all of these characters and this guy here, this guy's a monk. All of these characters, if you hire them, you can rename them. And I think you can give them, hey Baz, what's up? I think you could give them, well, I don't know if you can anymore now that they switched the way the mercenary thing looks like this. I don't know if you can dress them or not anymore. I am running around doing absolutely nothing trying to figure out what I want to do. I think I want to play as Tashuga here. I love the way his robe looks. I love the way the red is just flowing down on the inside of his robes. That's all looks, I think. I don't. Oh no, that's the robe he's wearing. I think that's a master crafted, isn't it? That's what the little dots are on the back. Yeah, master crafted. Doesn't say who made it. Oh, made by Beatrice. Beaters, beaters, made by beaters. This forearms made by Elude. That charm was made by Emalea. That earring was made by Skilty. Skilty. That ring was made by grandfather, not my grandfather. And that ring was made by Shadowblade with two E's. I have all this stuff on this character, and I haven't played this guy in a while. What's his play time? 1 day, 23 hours. So he's played for almost 48 hours. And he is level 46, so. Let me look. He's finished 63 collections quests. And he's completed 88 quests total, so. He was in the middle of doing stuff in Rivervale, which has gone green and gray. So if it's gray, you're not going to get experience for completing it. If it's green, you're going to get very little experience for completing it. If it's blue, then it's just below you. If it's white, then it's the same level as you. If it's yellow, it's just above you, and so forth and so on. If it's red, you're going to die. So where was I fighting? I must have been in Rivervale because the Reaching Blade of the Assassin is the SBD, Serrated Bone Dirk, and you have to go to Freeport to do it. Yeah, you have to go into the sewers, pop out in a certain spot in Freeport, sneak past the guard. There's no guards because you're in an alley. You have to. There's one guard you have to watch for that just walks past, and you spin around and go up. I've completed that on Glassy, but Glassy also. Well, I guess Tashuga's also got. Yeah, see, I named that familiar. Dalskog. All right, so what level am I? 46. Does he have the? He doesn't have the guild. Let me go run him to the guild hall. He hasn't been in the guild hall yet. Hooyah! He doesn't have the guild gate yet. I haven't put everybody in the guild yet. I was not wanting to build a guild hall because everything has gone back to where it's just me on the game pretty much. So now I need to worry about paying. I've only got. He doesn't have enough to even pay for a week of guild. Oh, what is his mount? He's on the cat too. Oh no, he's on the phoenix. He gets a lot of stats bonuses. Does that give health? Oh, okay. You have to be over level 100 to receive the stats bonus. I was like, it gives 21,000 health, but I only have 6,000 health. Yeah, so he's got a ways to go. Don't turn in the collections quest that Balscoth turned in. My warlock. Whoa. When I started streaming this and I was down south, my My frames per second on this computer were up in the 40s, 50s. This is maxed. This is maxed graphics, everything turned on. And my frames per second were always up in the 40s, 50s. And when I'd be loading, you could see it pop up in the background, and it would say like 324 frames per second. But see, once you load, it drops and then it pops back up. But lately, it's been dropping down again. Like just now, going through where I was just at, it was like at 17. There we go, port to Guildhall. So let's move transmute over, move the mount over, move the group evac, move the personal evac, and put in the gate to Guildhall. There we go. And for some reason, with them being finger wigglers, I'm a lot happier with them having a staff on their back rather than a cloak for some reason. So I always try to keep it that way where you see the staff on their back and not their cloak. Well, that's a cool staff. I didn't realize it. Got a skull on it with red glowing eyes. That's cool. Okay, now the reason I wanted to come here is because I wanted to kick up this map. Eddie Wizard, kick me up a map, please. Okay, so we're 46, so I think Lava Storm's out of the... Yeah, Lava Storm's going to be too low again. Everfrost is going to be same as Lava Storm. Zek is below that. So where would you go at like 50? Greater phase low, loping plains. You know what? Let me come over here real quick. Wait a minute. Long is 65. Moors of Yak Sword is 70. Those are 80, 90. That's 100s. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's go look at Equus. Tenebrous Tangle, you think? Open a Druid portal. Okay, Khazar Jungle's 70, so way out of zone. Great Divide is 80. Oh, the Sinking Sands. We could do Sinking Sands too. I haven't done Sinking Sands in a while. Baz, when you did Sinking Sands, do you remember which faction you did? The coins, or wasn't there 3 factions in Majdul? I don't think I ever picked. I think I just did quests until there was no quests available, and then I didn't care where I was going. I wonder if I'll get pwned out here. The blade, yeah. There's blade coin and another one. I can't remember what the third one was. Welcome to the Sinking Sands. Well, thank you. I'll take it very much. All right, what is this? Yeah, see, the Econ's blue already, so that's good. Hey, I've killed this guy so many times, and I don't need to. It's just I see him and I view him as a named, and I kill him, but not with a soloing wizard, so I don't know how well that would work. Alright, there's the dogs. Oh, I forgot I'm on a phoenix, I can fly. Spectres! I remember there's friggin' specters in this. You ever heard me talk about the story about my first ever character in Everquest and how long it took for him to get his last name? Because I kept getting attacked by people kept dragging specters over the top of me. Is that a quest specter or is that just a non-popped in piece of furniture? That's furniture. This guy wants me to go somewhere else, I think. A new face looks eager to explore these lands. If you're looking for Courts of Majdul, yep. I'd like to hear your tale of your personal adventures. I'd like to hear more about the lands of this foreign shore. I would like to hear more about the people of this land. Well, no, he's got a quest. I need to find out. I might already have better than this stuff because once I started getting money with Glassy, I started spending it on my alts. Okay, what do you want me to do? Jazza and the Crocodile Hunter Camp, which is over there. It's not that one over there, is it? It's the one. Oh, it is that one over there. Okay. I was about to go to the wrong camp. He wants me to crocodile hide, so I need to kill crocs. Which is easy because they're all along the shore here. Cayman Beach. I remember coming here, I think it was here, having to do quests. Tyrannax. Which one's Tyrannax? Is that the PvP time lock that he just opened or something? Yeah, I'm not. I don't do PvP. I am not good with PvP at all. I tried doing PvP in EQ1, and I'm too methodical in the way I do things. Where's the dude hanging out here? Jazz, where you at, Jazz? I'm too like methodical, do things the way I do things. I'm not good with PvP at all. As a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I never played Ultima Online, because it was always PvP. Well, methodical in that I do things the way I always do them. I always play the same way, pretty much. I'm not good at adapting and whatnot for different ways humans are playing the game. What does he want? He wants crocodile meat too. Okay. Can I solo a crocodile? Time lock servers are what I like. I love time lock servers. On the 26th, me and Gorelord and Dozrith and possibly my brother, we're all going to go to EQ1 and start that new TLP server, the random loot server, which I'm kind of iffy on, but I've just never been good at PvP. That's one of the reasons why I never got that far in Dark Age of Camelot. I loved the game, but I knew once you got to the high end that everything was going to be PvP, and I am just not good PvP. I'm not even that great at PvE, as anybody who watches can see. Okay, so I got all the crocodile meat he wanted. Oh, I need to get 6 deep water crocodiles. Okay. Six deep water crocodiles. I guess I could do it this way. Might be a little safer. Ah, it's a deep water caiman. I need crocs. Deep water crocs. I think I killed that person before for some reason. I think I just killed them because they were named sitting there. Oh, cat water. Alright, so we're looking for deep water crocs. So the server's called Taranax. Taranax. I need. Oh, wait. So deep waters. There's a deep water right there. I don't have an underwater breathing spell, do I? One of my characters has fishbone earring on them just so they can go underwater. And it's not this character. Great. I don't think I have an underwater spell for this character. Ah, well, we'll just sit at the surface. Why are you breathing? You're at the surface. Is he within zone? Within... Yep, he is. He's within range. Don't drop anything. Just don't drop anything. I don't want to have to swim all the way down there to look at it. So as I was saying before, wizards are single target high damage. Dang it. So now that I've jumped into the water, I can't get back on my mount. But I was swimming out here because I think there's some deep water caimans out here. A swashbuckler on a PvP server? I know they nerf a lot of stuff when you're PvPing. Do they nerf like the... Oh, it's a caiman. Do they, caiman... What? What the heck happened there? Anybody else see that? Do they nerf like how well your sneak works and everything like that, or I just raised up right here and it shot me back over there to the safe spot. What the heck happened? Looking for deep water, not caimans. I need a deep water crocodile. There's a named up here if I remember correctly. Yep, there he is. Double up yellow heroic. I don't think I'm going to survive this. He's up over the ridge, so I can't see him. There we go. So I couldn't send my merc in because he was up over the ridge. Oh, okay. So you can't just sneak around and backstab everybody. I should not have been able to kill that. Catman, hey, how's it going? I thought I'd be seeing you on Steve's stream tonight. Matter of fact, what time is it? It's 5 o'clock, so Steve's going to be on... I don't even know what time Steve's going to be on, and I saw a message popped up on Discord from him, but I haven't checked it out yet. Is that the only named on this one? I think that's the only named up here. Mort Marauder. Oh, that sucks. Well, Steve has changed his schedule. Originally, Steve was just streaming on Friday nights and Saturday nights. He's been streaming forever, off and on, but then this year he's been serious streaming. And then he upped it to Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But since his work has started back up, now he's back down to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But the guy knows what he's talking about. He's been doing it for a while. There's 2 crocs right there. Get up, get up, get up. Breathe. There we go. Send the merc. Nuke. Magma chamber. The crocodile's dead. Yeah, Steve is good. When I started streaming last October, I'm not the kind of guy that usually goes out of my way to like be in front of people, which is odd to say as a musician. But Steve, got a lot of pointers from Steve. So Steve is really good. He's really good technically too. I mean, I forgot where the eggs were. Were they on this island? Are they over? Huh. Yeah, I'm glad I met Steve. Yeah, Steve's. He gave me a lot of pointers. There's a lot of. I was gonna actually start. I was talking about it on a couple. Where did that guy go? I just saw him. Where'd he go? There he is. I was gonna, as a musician, I've had this thing where how music affects me in my life, and I wanted to start interviewing other musicians because know that the way I view music is not how other people view music. So I wanted to interview people, other musicians that I like, and just about their life, their history, their what they did when they were young, what made them get into the music they're into, and whatnot. And I was gonna start that when I was still living down south. And the first person I wanted to interview was Steve because I was in a band with Steve, and I thought it would be really interesting to get his history and his past and whatnot. But scheduling conflicts made it where we never ended up doing it, and then I just haven't got the nerve to ask anybody else yet. I mean, I have people on my Facebook, like Byron Roberts, who's the lead singer of the band Balsagoth. I would love to talk to him for a while. I have I have Mortis on my Facebook. I would talk to him for hours, and the whole setup was going to be me going in as a fan, talking to the musician without doing any research, just what I know already, and then maybe have the Encyclopedia Metallium up so I can ask them about other music they might have done or earlier albums or whatnot. So I was going to start it off by interviewing Steve first because Steve was the lead singer for Supermarket Fantasy, and then he was the lead singer for Stand There and Bleed when I was playing bass with him. But we could not get the scheduling done right. And then without actually trying it out first, I didn't want to go to people who've been around a while and like a professional, like Byron and Mortis Howard. Where the heck? Come back here. Where are you going? Anybody else noticing that my mercenary is like way off in the distance over here? Well, it's nice how the mobs just went out to where my mercenary is at. And then plus, when I moved up here to where I live now, I'm only like about 10 hours away from where Steve's at. So they've already invited me to come up a couple times to just come up and hang out. Like, well, if I can get my car working, come here, lady. So anybody who's watching who hasn't followed Steve Fantasy on Twitch, you should follow Steve Fantasy on Twitch. I couldn't believe how well he did the one chip challenge. I had told him to when he did the one chip challenge that he needed to put a second camera up so we could watch him writhing on the floor in pain from eating that chip, but he barely made a face when he ate it. Well, you get a new PC, that always helps. I don't need salt water, I need deep. Do I not? Wizards don't get tracking. We do get tracking. Why didn't I? Oh, it's right there. Well, that's good. PCs are awesome. Mine is still going through issues. So I tell people, if you're watching and all of a sudden my stream ends abruptly, it's because my computer crashed. Still trying to fix it. Like I said, I just updated I just bought a 8 terabyte external to move everything over so I could work on my Windows. Oh, you stream on Xbox? That's what Dosrith does that from time to time. He will. My nephew next door. He streams when we're playing Portal Knights. He's streaming on the computer. We're playing Valheim. He's on the computer, but then he streams on his PS4 a lot. And then my stepson, Kerry Coley, streams on his Xbox or his PS4, I think. There he is. Wonder how long that bird would stay there. I don't know how to stream on a Switch either. I'm sure there's some kind of setup for it. I'm barely able to just do it on my one PC here, so. And like I said earlier when I started, usually I have my own music going in the background, but you're saltwater. I don't need you. But once I've moved everything over, and I forgot about that, and so when my iTunes tried to play everything but the intro, the intro is still on my desktop. Everything else has been moved to the external. I couldn't find any of the music, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot about that." Well, I'll deal with it later. It's not that important. I've made quite a bit of experience already because I was way down here when we started. And I'm not doing this right because I did not buff my merc. Okay, so we want to give Converge. Causes 4% of the threat to transfer to target when in combat if a fighter. When damaged with a melee weapon, this spell has an 18% chance to cast Concurrence on the target. Increases power of the target by 43. Increases my power by 43. Single target. And then, now this one you'll see Rose Blade. When I cast it, you'll see it'll take up one of my concentrations. On combat hit, this spell may cast Flame Tongue on target of attack, lasts for 3 seconds, triggers about 5.5 times per minute, inflicts 57 to 70 heat damage on the target instantly and every 6.6 seconds. See, one more concentration. But now she's got an awesome Hydrate! I took all my stuff off, and my brother, when he gets on, keeps reminding me of it. I took all my channel points things off that I had because when I was going to do the interview with Steve and with the other musicians, I didn't want to have a bunch of stuff popping up. It was going to be more like a podcast than a stream, I guess. But I keep forgetting to put those back on. Oh, I got all the stuff I needed. Let's go back. Gotta admit, that is a pretty cool looking bird. And it's got it's supposed to be like a phoenix, so that's supposed to be like flames and smoke coming off its wings, I think. Yeah, it's not a problem. Oh, you just reminded me that my phone's dead. I need to I need to plug my phone in. You're gonna hear a little beep as my phone gets plugged in. Or not. Well, it's not popping anything up yet because the phone's not actually on. So, like I just said, there's my brother who always tells me that. I will eventually. Trying to turn my phone back on. My phone said it was at 48%, so I kicked up one of my games to start playing it earlier, And I played for 2 minutes and my phone turned off and then kicked back on saying it had no power. I was like, you just said you had 48%. What's up, Dud? Alright, I don't need to kill anything else, so why am I stopping? I need to go back over here and turn in this quest. That was my phone connecting. Brick inspectors. So when they added one of the, yeah, that's me. I have 126,000 points on Steve's channel. Oh wait, I think I'm like 300 away from 128,000. Oh, cool. I think I may miss part of Steve's stream tonight because I'll probably be at Dawsworth's base softball game again tonight. He's got another one tonight at 8. Oh, another hydrate. I'm going to run out of water. Alright. Where do you live at again, Catman? Eastern Standard Time? Dusty, my brother there, Insane Asylum. He is in Central. Is it Central or Mountain? Which is it, Dud? I think it's Central. He's 2 hours, so Catman, you're 3 hours later. This guy here, this turtle, was put in when the Central, Dusty Central. Okay, yeah. And then, like I said, I'm Pacific Standard. I live right at the top left corner of California. If you look at a map, top left corner, the last city on the ocean is called Crescent City, and that's where I'm at. His softball game, Dad. There was me and Ariel were the only ones sitting in the bleachers at first, where we were because that's the direction the wind was blowing, and we were getting sandblasted. But otherwise, the softball game was great. They didn't do very good as far as winning. I think the final score was like 22-4. Okay, Catman, I'll talk to you later. I'll probably see you tonight on Steve's stream. They mercy ruled it in the 5th inning instead of going all 7. But it got cold. The wind was cold, but that's Crescent City, so. Yeah, it was the first game he played in over 2 years because I don't think he played when he was jamming at the casino. So. What? Did I have more to do? No, I can return over here. Hey, it's better if you don't fly into a tent there, Classy. So you have the Court of Coin, the Court of Blades, and give me work. I don't remember what the other court was. Yeah, and apparently co-ed's going too. So, but Michael contacted a couple people saying, "Hey, I'm good for co-ed too if you guys want me out there," and nobody's contacted him back yet. 5 batches of Dune Spiderling venom. Okay. Oh, how convenient. There's a Doom Spiderling. Whoa. Something not loading? That Doom Spiderling just died right as I got here. I didn't see anybody anywhere near it. That was weird. I wonder if they just haven't loaded. There's more over there. So no, I don't know if Kelsey's playing or not. I've only seen her at Ryder's birthday party. I haven't seen her much. There is a named spider in this zone who is an epic. I soloed him at what 65 with Glassy, but Glassy was level 100 mentor down, so that's not the same as being level 65 and fighting it. Whose name is, if you've ever played Everquest 1, you would know it, Tarantula. And you can usually tell when he's up. Wow, that's not a very long draw distance. Well, I take that back. Oops, I didn't get out of the way of the tornado fast enough. Because right in here, this should be all spiders, so it's just not drawing it. Let's go take a look and see if Tarantula's up. Yeah, no, well, this is the expansion that has that. I think you get the carpet mount from going to Maj Duel, which is that city up in the sky over there. Which you can only get to by treasure chest. Which you can only get to by going to on the carpet mount dude over there and flying to it. Right. Let's go look and see if there's a tarantula. So you'll see the size of these spiders over here are bigger than those. There they are. See, these guys are bigger. And there's a named one over here that's not tarantula, who's bigger than these guys. But there he is, Siphon. But then if Tarantula's up, you will see Tarantula from a distance. There's Tarantula. Ooh, he stunned me. That is Tarantula. That is an epic times 2, epic times 4. So this is just the named. Imperial Margarine. Just a treasure chest. So if you want to see instant death, level 64 epic times 4, and he's aggro. So if I get close, he's going to attack me. Watch how fast I die. Oh, I'd like to talk to you about your long distance spell provider. Oh. I died. So, how hard did he hit me? Let's take a look. Oh, put me over here. There's a named giant right over that way. Ooh, the cat signet. Alright, so Windows settings. He hit me for... Tarantula's Venom Cloud hits you for 10,602 poison damage. And I have 3,000 hit points. So yeah, one shot. Oh crap, I did it again. Forgot to switch it back to the main chat. So what an epic times 4 is, and like you see this guy here is a single target level 50. I'm level 46. Single target level 50. I could attack. He cons yellow to me with one arrow up, which means he's a little bit tougher than a one yellow con or a regular yellow con. And he's a single target. So if you go over here and look at Tarantula again. Is that a madman? Yep. So Tarantula should be drawn in the background here any second. There it is. So you see these guys are all single targets. Dune Tarantula level 48. You can tell it's a single target. It's not in a group, because if it was in a group, everything else that was in the group with would light up next to it. Ah, shiny! Oh crap, I forgot my mercenary's gone now too since I died, so I need to resummon my mercenary. Hey, what I need. Haven't done a whole lot on another one already? Already got it. Any more? Okay. So when you look at something that's in a group, see how I clicked on that one and all of them group popped up? That's a group. They're yellow, which means they're level 50, so they're 4 levels above me, but they're double down arrows, which means they're not as tough, but they are a group. Now, when you come over here to Tarantula, and he just breathes on you and you die, Tarantula is a triple up level 64 epic times 4. Epic times 4 means you need a group in this on this game is 6 people. You, 5 other people. As you'll see when I get my mercenary back up, she joins my group. So 6 people make a group. An epic times 4 means it will require you to have 4 groups of 6 people to kill it at level 64. And it's triple up, so it's extremely tough. Whoa, this creature is godlike compared to you. In your wildest dreams, you could not defeat such an awesome opponent. Well, I've soloed it before, but with a character that was way higher than it, that just mentored backwards down to kill it. So there's good old Tarantula. And Tarantula was in, I can't remember which zone Tarantula was in. North row, south row. It wasn't an Oasis. It was North row or south row. I can't remember in EQ1. The one quest I hate in this zone, they give you a bug zapper and you have to zap these scarabs. You have to herd them in a direction to get them to where you got to take them to. I hated that quest. I still think it's still not completed on Galaxy. I think I just gave up on it and went and did something else. Oasis in the desert. Okay, so we can still kill more spiders? Yes. Oh, and toxic cobras. Well, there's the cobras right there. See, these guys don't seem so tough after you've been one-shotted by Tarantula. Now these guys, oh, there's a random chance that one of their named will spawn when they spawn, but I do not see him. Oh, right there. Splatterblind. And Tashuga has never fought in this zone before, so that's why he keeps getting discovery experience. Because he's never been in the zone before, so. Ah, the chest curse is real. Hmm. Nope. Skin! Oh, I don't want to have to kill you. I don't need you for a quest. Go away. Go away. Alright, so these toxic cobras are all grouped though. So you can see I click on one, it highlights all of them. But they're the same level as I am. So I want to use my warlock prowess. I'll send the mercenary and then I'll start casting all these group nukes. Which is probably going to pull them all off of them. See how long that takes to cast compared to all the others? And I switch to targeting off of her. Because it's easier. Alright, so I need asp venom. And are they up here or are they wanting the asps? Down there, there's a collectible. Grab it! Grab it! Oh my god. remember collecting these the first time with Ginu and another one already with Ginu and Glassy, getting all the Solifugid. I don't remember ever seeing those before. But getting the mummy wrapping, god dang, and the potteries and the the sandblasted lamps. Okay, so we need asps, and I think they are down here. Because here's the camp. And in these little oasis type areas, there are usually snakes and armadillos. I don't see any snakes over here. But there were snakes when I came in. When I came in on the druid portal over here. I had 5 shinies that we were talking about dust. Oh, there's an asp right there. They should go pretty quick. Yep. I still can't believe Tommy's got over 1,100 done. Glassy's got something like 400 finished. Gorlord's got over 1,100 finished. There's one. There's a name of one of those guys around here somewhere. Oh, it's up above. Let's go see if the named one's up here. There's one in here, but the named plate one is right up at the top on the left. Let's see if he's up. Am I the only one in the zone? Oh no, there's a Fury, a Conjurer, and a Templar. Should be named right there. Ah. Nope, he's not up. What was his name? Doom Digger. Ah, well. I need one more asp. Yeah. He just looks like these armadillos, only he's much bigger. Like, he's tank size. I could just hop in him and take off. That flashed a... So I was running past those plated diggers up there. It flashed a quest symbol over one of its heads, and I was like, what? I need that for something? I think it was a glitch. One more asp. Hello, you stupid frickin' specters. I can look back and laugh at it now, but man, I was not laughing when that happened. I'm attacked. What am I attacking? You can always tell when something's attacking your mercenary as you're running, because all of a sudden your running will just slow down to nothing. There's a named cat over here, too. Might as well check and see if he's up. What's attacking now? Another cat. I have the only mercenary whose armor is made out of kibbles and bits. Forgot I have tracking. Named is not up. It would show up. I don't know how far my tracking goes, but the name usually hangs out right in here. All I need is a snake. I hate seeing these little shells over here by the... by the water because I catch them out of the corner of my eye and think they're shinies. Hey, nothing attacked. Okay, Dad. Nothing attacked here. Ah, something attacked. Come on. Well, she doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but she doesn't need to. She just needs to hold aggro. Oh, there's a snake. As long as she holds aggro, I can do the damage. There we go. 3 crocodile hatchlings. Where are those at? Oh, that's the... Okay. Why does that want me to go over here? Oh, that guy. Nope, nope, not dealing with it. Where's the crocodile cave? It's right there. Okay, so there's crocodile hatchlings in the crocodile cave. I forgot about this place altogether. Grouped. Send him. Cast a group spell. Now target off of my mercenary so I can hit the one she's hitting. You learn to do that, target off of your mercenary so you're attacking the same thing when you're dealing with somebody like who's a chanter. And you might... I think there's a name down here. And they might have mezzed stuff. So you don't want to attack something that's not being attacked because you don't want to break the mez. So, magma chamber does a crap load of damage. But it's got a long recast. They have to balance it out somehow. Hey, how you doing there, buddy? Okay, so that gator spawned right behind us as we were fighting. That was fun. Okay, so I think you click on the crocodile nest, the mother spawns, you kill the mother, and then there's eggs in it. Oh no, the hatchling just pops. Okay. You just get close to the nest and they spawn. There we go. It's 2 out of 3. Oh, is that the name? Nope, that's just a deep water crocodile. I don't remember where the name spawned in here. I thought it was in water or something. I need one more of those so I can get a hatchling out of them. Because I don't think they're going to respawn if I've already hit them. This one, deep waters. Yeah, magma chamber just kicks butt. Okay, alright, so now we need to go out, and there's actually... I don't think it is. I thought there was a way you could just go straight up and go out. I thought there was a hole. But that might not be the right cave. Is this the one that has the name in it? Remember having to go around... That's where the bull crocodiles are, okay. I remember having to go around that water to kill something. I come in here and hang a right. Because we will come out right here. Yes, I do have the crocodile meat you were looking for, you weirdo. Seeing you reminds me that I am in need of some more specialized ingredients. Are you up to the task? Sure. Plated diggers, okay. 8 carcasses of plated diggers, alright. Oh, there's one right there. Whoops. What the heck was that? Sounded like somebody sat on a trombone. I wonder what... My two-hand crushing is only at 196 altogether. They changed that? Well, I don't know very many languages. Obviously, this character has never gone to the linguist in town and just bought all the books. Plated diggers. Halfway there. 4 out of 8. New pluribus unum. 1 out of several. Okay, we know there's a bunch right over here around the corner. So let's go turn this one into this guy, and we'll kill more of those over there. Not doing anything for the quartz yet. What did he want? Ghouls and glyph skeletons. Okay, those are up in the sand. Those are easy to get to. I need more plated diggers. You guys grouped? Yep. Okay. What was that? I just had a limited aid pet pop up. I don't know where it came from. I'm looking to see if I have something with that on it, because I don't think I had a spell that does that. I just cast flame. So that's weird. Did you guys see that? It was like a flame pet right here, and I didn't cast anything like that. This is just frost shield that I cast on my merc. So I don't know how that happened. That was cool, but I don't know how it happened. 2 more carcasses.
What are you looking at? I didn't think this was my last sunset.
Yeah, whatever. Was it worth that spell? I don't think so. Okay, that's all those I needed. Now I need ghouls and glyph skeletons, so I'm gonna go straight up. And this way. The ghouls and the glyph skeletons, or gilft, or however you say that. There's skeletons right there. Okay. I don't think there's ghouls down here, but these guys are yellow. But they're solos. Yeah, magma chamber tends to do the trick. There's a named over here somewhere too. One of the camps, I think. See, and these guys don't have the red around their name, so you can walk right up to them, tap them on the head, say hello. So, welcome back. Just killing some teleskins. So when you see their names and they're not, there's no. Oh, bone tablet. Need that. I can learn the language of the teleskins. Okay, so when you see like that guy's name, he's blue, which means he's lower level than I am. But the red around his name means that if I get close enough, he will automatically attack me. KOS, kill on sight. Everybody calls it aggro. I've always called it chaos. KOS, kill on sight. See, but he doesn't have it around him, so I can walk right up to him. How you doing? And he doesn't care. So. Oops, grindstone. Cool. Scrying stones, you sell them to vendors in town and you get status. More glyph skeletons, gilt skeletons, gimpy skeletons. There's one. Magma chamber. Magma chamber does a lot of damage for this level. See, I really haven't gone down in mana yet. So I'm gonna go see if there's more glyph skeletons over here by where the ghouls are. There's a ghoul right there. Whoa, what is that? Stop it! There's a ghoul right there. Was it D&D dead? Ghouls would, if you died to a ghoul, it could take your levels away. Apparently I have Lorne Legend for ghouls too. Oh, zombies. Oh, the named one's up. Let's go kill the named ghoul. He's looking at me wrong. An A point and level 48. Sweet. Or 47. Shackle level 4. Or Shackle 4. Converge 3. Mana Intromission? Huh. Okay, we're gonna come over here and kill all these ghouls so we can kill the named ghoul. Maybe he'll come with them. This might bring the whole thing. Let's see. Nope. Okay, dead. Okay, so I want to do that because if I tried to attack this person, everything would come with it. So now let's see if I get just this person. Yep, just nope. We pulled the group behind him and beside him and all of them. So I have no AOE's. Oh yeah, nope, no AOE's. Just kill the name. That's all I want. Just kill the name. I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. I got stuck there for a second. Whoa! What happened to my hotbar? Yeah, my merc's gonna die, and then I'm gonna die. Apparently my hotbar wasn't locked down and I moved it. See if I can do this. Can I do it? I don't know, it's gonna be close. I don't seem to have lost a whole lot of hit points. Welcome back, Dad. That should have been a whole lot closer to me dying. Than it was. Especially with that many of them. Okay, let's go back over here. Oop, not that close. Let's get a mercenary back. Seeing I lost the concentration to have that open again because she passed away, so I gotta rebuff her. Alright. So I got all the ghouls I needed. Oh no, those are the wrong ghouls. I need decrepit ghouls. Those were just regular ghouls. Okay, these mummies have quest things over their heads now because I need to learn the language of the dead, and so that's why you see that now. Lock it. Thank you. Okay. So I need to kill until I get the bone tablets from them so I can learn their language. So this guy's going to be... All the undead are going to show me this until I get all the stuff I need from them. Oh, frick, I forgot about all the runes. Hey, there's a named over here. I don't remember there being giants over here, though. That's interesting. So we pulled two mummies, a lesser mummy and a regular mummy. And I think this exiled sand giant is going to come too close. I guess not. My dad's bigger than your dad. Tim Burton. Alright. I wanted the first person just for scale. When I was playing EQ1 and we were out in just outside of Freeport, you're at a low level and there was sand giants that would walk around out there. So you'd be killing derbs out at the very edge of the map. And then you'd be sitting down looking at your book because that's the only way you can med. And then you just hear somebody go, "Sand giant!" And you jump up and run to the wall real quick. She give me nothing but AAs. There's a chance for there to be a named over here with all of these guys when they spawn. Actually, I think it's a ring event. Let's go see if we can make it happen. You kill the groups all around it, and then the name will spawn. Let's see if we can make that happen. And just because you cast a spell like I'm casting the group spells, just because you cast them doesn't mean they're going to land. They could be resisted. These guys are yellow cons, which means they have a higher resist because they're higher levels than I am. There's one. Here's the other group. So it looked like the other group is already gone, so the named might spawn like right now. Hmm. He didn't spawn. I think we were short a group. Because there's usually like 3 or 4 groups around it. Oh well. Oh. There it is. Say, I just targeted a page. Where is it? The Knights of the Living Dead. Come here and bring your little buddy with you. Hey, little buddy. Not to be confused with little brother. So now I'm going to have to figure out where all my songs went. Since I moved everything to the external hard drive, now I got to find my music again so I can kick back up the... I just made a playlist on my iTunes of all my own music that I've made so it wouldn't get copyright strikes when I put all these up on YouTube afterwards. I just put all the happy music I've written in the background. It's what I've been playing ever since the first couple of streams. Because I wasn't having a problem with playing the EQ music while I was streaming this on here, but as soon as it went to YouTube, I was getting copyright strikes from the people who wrote the music, which you would expect. People make the music, they should get paid for it. That's why you don't hear any battle music going on in the background or anything. Because all this stuff gets exported to my YouTube afterwards. So I can keep it forever and ever and ever. And there's a group. I haven't gotten any more of the... I mean, 5 whole pieces. I haven't got a single one yet. There he is. I told you there was 3. That's for you. Clerical Rod of the Divine. I'd say Clerical Robe of the Divine there for a minute. Right, there's a mummy. I need to be looking for decrepit ghouls. I think they're on the other side over here. Physical impossibility for you two to be standing on the exact same spot like that. Shiny! There's sinister ghouls. I need decrepit ghouls. Excuse me. Mummy. Oh, saw a shiny over here. I gotta go get it. That's a mummy. Oh, there's a page on the way to the shiny. Oasis in the desert. I remember having to come down here to kill a bunch of these sentinels. I don't remember why, though. 1. That's 2. See, the red scorpions, I don't remember those quests either. I mean, those collections either, so that must be a newer one. Give me your bone tablets. Or give me a rune, I guess. They're not linked. They must not be linked. Because usually, even if they resist, you'll still get the graphic over their heads. Give me bone tablets. There's 1. 4 more. None of your beeswax. Is that already over here? No. 45. Okay, so this is 35. This should be up one more. 15, 25, 35, 45, 45. Hooray, more pie. He's finished the 115 collection quest, apparently. I think I hear Gorelord talking in the other room. He had to work today. Alright, so I still need bone tablets. Come on, guys. Get me some bone tablets. Somebody interrupted me. Did you see I had to start casting the spell over again? I got interrupted. Yep, I see a Gorelord out there talking. I wonder if there's a name that'll spawn up on here that'll kill these guys. That's all the groups that were running. Yep, there's a group on top. Oops. It's funny, I was playing my Warlock the other day and all I was doing was single target spells, and now I'm playing my Wizard and all I'm doing is group target spells. Magma Chamber, instant death. Ah. Yep, there's a named. Alright. Immolation. I had their first album. Ooh, exquisite chest. Shadow Knight. Probably gonna go like another 10 minutes or so and then I'm gonna log because I gotta get to a softball game tonight. I'm not playing, obviously, but I do need to get out of the house. Lay on hands. Hey, I should give that to the Merc. Ebon Relic. I had those. Decrepit ghouls. Dang it, I keep forgetting I have track. I need decrepit ghouls. That way. And that way. Oh, there's mummies down here. Let's kill these guys real quick. What if the decrepit ghouls are just over where the ghouls were and they're just random spawns? Ugh. What's her mummy? Mummy, unliving soldier. Unliving soldier. Trackers. Oh, I pulled a soldier. Mummies. Where'd I kill the ghoul guy? He came over here, didn't I? Yep, over here. So there's mummies. There's regular ghouls. Page. Selected poems by Jack Handy. Oh, another one. There we go. Decrepit ghouls. Down there on the way to the shiny. Only need 2 of these guys? Oh, I need more. Oh, wait a minute. There's still shiny there. I need glyphed skeletons. I gotta go get those guys. Then we're back over here. Did I leave that up when I left when I killed the named, or did somebody else do that? Somebody else did that. Okay. There's one. Okay, 2 to go. Ah, that took. I thought it used to be like 2-hand crushing and 1-hand crushing, and now it's just crushing. It's one of the things I liked about the original Star Wars Galaxies was you would get skill in like you used a pistol, you got skill in pistol. You used a rifle, you got skill in rifle. You used a was it Chewbacca had a combine? Then you would get you got experience for what you used. And oh, there's a name. And there used to be that way with EQ. I thought you attack something with one-handed slashing, you got skill in one-handed slashing. You attack something with two-handed slashing, you got skill in two-handed slashing. Apparently, it's not like that. No more. Cool. What am I using? Oh, nothing. Oh, it's better than what I'm using. What I'm using is only a level 11. I always keep those. Oh, you know what? I can do that now. I can go in and do this. Wardrobe. Add to wardrobe. Add to wardrobe. Add to wardrobe. Add to wardrobe. There we go. I don't have to carry it around with me anymore. Let me drop something. Drop. Carapace. Okay, let's turn this one in. Huzzah. Okay, what's next? Okay, I still gotta go turn something in over here. That sound you just heard, that's the turtle. Turtle. I started talking about that earlier. That was the way you could, the only way you could get to the expansion, I think, when it first came out. The what was it called? The one with all the ice. Okay, that's the flying carpet. This guy's needed for, I think, a paladin quest. I think he's a quest mob, so killing him doesn't get you any awesome loots or anything. But you get AA experience for killing a name the first time. I've killed him about 100,000 times, I guess. Yeah, I'll probably get this, finish this quest here, and then I'm gonna have to log out so I can get ready for the game. I hate when they sit under these tents because you can't see the turn-ins. Is the guy still over here? Look and see if the names are up again yet. No, where'd he go? Who's right there? I need to kill these guys for some reason now. Alright, let's see if the named is up over here. The way I do this, it should automatically put the named guy, if there is one. It would put him at the very top. But I don't know what kind of a distance this has. I don't think you can put points to skill for tracking. I don't even know why I need. Oh yeah, he is up. He's right there. Ah, I thought I pulled him there for a second. Oh, I did. I only need one more. Let's go get this one. Okay, level 47 heroic. This should be tough. Magma chamber. Triple up even con heroic. Actually, use some mana. Okay. Where do I turn this one in? That's a quest I haven't started yet. It's two right there. On the bridge, one down here.
Hello.
Magic Duel, Sinking Sands, and Pillars of Flame. That's the three outdoor zones that are in this expansion. I'll stay in the Stinking Sands. So Court of Truth, Court of Coin, and Court of the Blade. Yep. Have any more to turn in over that way? No. Okay, well this is where we're gonna camp it. I forgot about the softball game tonight. I was planning on going a little bit longer, but no big deal. I will be back on probably tomorrow sometime. I just finished watching The Mandalorian, and Mandalorian. Mandalorian. I have a mandolin over there. And then finally watched the last Star Wars movie. I had not seen that before. I'd seen 7 and 8, but I never saw 9, so I saw it last night for the first time. So tomorrow I'll probably be on. I don't know what time, but I'll probably be on. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Follow if you haven't followed. I would say subscribe, but I'm so wonky right now with my coming on and off that hold out for a little bit. Let's give me a week or two. Let's see if I can get back into this as much as I have been. So March was not a good month. So I'll be back on maybe tomorrow. So I'll see everybody tomorrow.